Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. Hi, if you're new, I'm Jess. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking. Today, probably aware by the title, I'm talking bronzes. Melbourne in Australia, we're coming into spring, less than 2 weeks to spring. I don't know about you, I'm slightly looking forward to the warmer weather, so I'm looking to warm up my makeup as well. I've got 10 drugstore bronzers that I love for the pale complexion. I don't know if you can quite tell, but I'm on the pale side. I'm not on the fairest of them all complexion, but I'm definitely there on the pale side. So if you want to hear what I've got to say about drugstore bronzers, stay tuned. First up, I'm going to start off with the somewhat bigger palettes that I've got in my collection. So like these types. They're not in any particular order. This first one, however, is W7, the Cheeky Trio bronzer. I will be inserting like swatches at the end of the video so that you can compare how well they work with each other and decide what might suit for your skin type. And also so that you can see the finishes, because there are a variety of finishes. I feel like I've got a hair. I hate that. No, the hair, I just can't get it. But anyway, I feel like there's a different amount of finishes, like from mattes to satin and slightly shimmery, as well as like darkish to light. So these do work on fair skin tone, because as you can tell, I'm fair, so they do work. So I was watching Janika June, I can never pronounce her last name. She was doing a drugstore bronzer collection for pale skin. She did 5 in her collection. I'm doing 10, but they're all drugstore. So yeah, as I said, starting off with this one, $10 from Chemist Warehouse. Really good little value tin, because you do get a really pretty highlight as well as the bronzer. As you can see, that's the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight. So this one does have like a slight shimmer, but it just gives like a slight healthy glow to the face. As you can see, it's not like glittery or over the top. I'm only calling this one a palette because it comes in the Australis palette, the customized thing. I got the contour shade, but it's more of a bronzy color shade for me, I think, only because of the type of shade that it is. Like, it's on the cool tone. I don't think it's dark enough for me to be a contour, but it's definitely like nice enough to use as a bronzer. So you can get this from Priceline, as well as select other stores, I believe, as well as online on Australis's website, and I think this is $6-ish. Don't quote me on that, but it's a good bronzer slash contour. What I do also like about this one is that it's matte, so you can use it as a contour. You can use like matte bronzers as bronzers as well. They're interchangeable, but it's a good interchangeable product. Third in my list is actually not a bronzer just on its own. It's a face palette by BYS, and this actually has 2 like bronze shades in the palette. These 2 right here. One's a little slightly warmer. That one can be used slightly as more cool tone. That one is described more as a blush, but I do believe that one would be more interchangeable as a bronzer as well. But they're both really, really pretty. As I said, this one is warmer. There's a slight sheen on that one, and then this one is also quite sheeny, but also a different tone, but they're both quite pretty. And this palette retails for $10, and you can buy that on their website as well as Kmart. My last big palette is also my most expensive palette out of the lot but it's still classed as drugstore because it's available at Target as well as Myer. And this is the Chixi Beauty on the Go face palette. This is beautiful. I'll show you the bronzer inside. So that's the bronze shade. So this one's actually quite finely milled. It blends out really well. All of these ones blend out really well, if I haven't actually said. But it's quite like a glowy bronze, but it's really, really pretty on the skin. And this one retails at $30, but often on sale at Target as well as Myer, so you can easily pick it up for like $20 and you get all of these handy dandy shades and blushes. This one is actually advertised more as a blush, but it says it's a complexion product, so you can actually interchange them as a bronzer, blush, or like if you're into more of a natural blush type as a bronzer, because you can do that. This one is beautiful. I don't want to blind you. That one would be the bronzer shade. Really, really pretty and natural. It's $15. It's by Designer Brands. Really, really silky and smooth, very pigmented. And just a really nice cool toned blush, which I think is quite rare for a blush palette to have that kind of tone in that. It's like a rosy mauvey shade, but like deep enough that you can use as a bronzer. And this one I believe is also $15, can be purchased on their website as well as Select and Cal Chemists, I believe, as well as other Select chemists that sell designer brands. Not sure how much this one is full price because I picked up this Maybelline one. It's the Shimmer Brick bronzer. I picked it up like from Kohl's on clearance. This one's probably the warmest out of the lot, but occasionally I don't mind a warmer bronzer. But it's not like too warm on my complexion, as you can see there next to my skin. So it's pigmented, really finely milled, works really well, blends out really well as well. These all do, if I didn't say. I'm probably repeating myself, but that's probably the nature of this video. But I like also the fact that there's like, you know, bronzy highlight at the end there. Just a really nice, diverse shade of bronzer. So the next one is the W7 Very Vegan Matte Bronzer. This one is the darkest out of all the range, but it still is very forgiving on the skin, which you'd be surprised because of how dark it is. If I can actually open it, there we are. Like, it looks quite dark in the pan, but when swatched, like, it's quite nice and it blends out super smooth, and you can build it up. Like, you don't have to, you know, apply it just like full on dark on the skin. It's just a beautiful matte bronzer, and it's only $5, available at Chemist Warehouse, so that's a bargain right there. I prefer do these really excellent Make Me Blush kits. That's the bronzer, you get a highlight and 3 blushes, and these I believe are about $13, often on sale at Priceline. So if you can get your hands on these are a great little alternative because they come in kit form, great for traveling with. I've had this one for ages, so as you can see the packaging has, you know, been knocked around a bit, but that's what happens when you use makeup a lot. But this one's one of my favourite. It blends out super smoothly. I'm wearing it today. Really quite pretty. And it's one of the lighter ones, but it builds up. Has a slight sheen, but it's more matte than sheeny, if that makes sense. It's just got like a slight sheen when you swatch it, but it doesn't come across sheeny on the face. Am I making sense? This one I'm also wearing it kind of like a bronze topper. It's such a gorgeous glowy bronze. Like, if you're one of those people that love a glowy bronze topper, this one is beautiful. I use that one. And this is the BYS highlighting trio, but as you can see it's more of a bronzer, and it's in the shade Afterglow, and it's really pretty. It's about $7, $6.95 at Kmart, so yeah, really worth the money. Like, cheap packaging, but they're worth the money. Like, they work well. Not too warm toned as you can see like that one is, but that one's still quite on the cooler tone. But both really pretty. And if you stuck around till this part of the video, I thank you. So this is the last one. It's the e.l.f. contouring kit, but as I said, contour slash bronzers can obviously interchange for one another because it's makeup and there's no real rules with makeup, I don't feel. I can just never open makeup. Coming up. But yeah, this one's a really good value little bronzer. $16 I think it came out, or $13, round about that mark. I often pick these up on sale, clearance. That one will be more used as my bronzer. That one the contour, but as I said, depends on the type of look that I want. But yeah, but all matte apart from the highlighter, that's a setting thing. But yeah, really pretty contour slash bronzer. See, more on the cooler side, which is the theme. Being pale, you want the cooler toned bronzers. You don't want too orange, you don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa, unless you're going for that look, which is cool, but you do you, boo boo. So yeah. If you like these kind of videos, always give me a big thumbs up, that really helps me out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.